Hello, Zanetta.
Hello, hello. How art thou?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. It's Friday.
It is Friday. It's
So,
Saturday here.
how is Saturday, by the
We're in
way?
the future. We're in the future.
Yes, yes. So you look lovely. So I know my Saturday is gonna be lovely as well.
Wonderful. You too. You look good too. Like your hair, nice and straight like
Oh,
that.
thank you.
But we have some topics to talk about, Zanetta, haven't we?
Yes, we do. Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh, Vito. Oh my. Hello, Vito. We haven't even said welcome to Fun Fresh Friday. We have a chat already. Oh my.
Welcome, Vito.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome.
He's already onto it. He's ahead
Yes.
of the game.
He is on fire. Yes, he is. I was like, what in the world? Oh my. Yeah. So we're gonna have to read this. Um, but before we do that, let's talk about intentions. So,
Yes.
like that topic? You like that topic?
I love that topic. Intentions. Do we really think about intentions? Do we know what intentions are? Do we really understand
Mm.
when
Oh,
what the impact of intentions and how does it impact us?
wow. So, sounds like you got a lot to say already.
I know, I'm just like all revved up because Vito here is like, woof, and I'm going, okay, I'm on it too.
Well, go ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, I just wanted to put the questions out there, get people thinking.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
What do you think, Zanetta? I mean, like this is it's your you've come up with this brilliant topic as always.
Um, hmm, hmm. I'm about to sneeze. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm
Okay.
trying to let it pass by.
How do you stop a sneeze? Don't you just put your finger on in your nose?
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
it doesn't work. Just let it come out. Don't worry, it's not a
Um,
sneeze.
whew, my eyes are watering. But okay. So yeah. So the reason why I wanted to talk about intentions and bring it to the forefront is because sometimes, especially, I've been hearing, you know, your resolutions, your resolutions, your resolutions. Did you really intend to do all those resolutions, or are you just going on the fad? So I wanted to be able to talk about intentions and, like what you said, what are intentions? What does it mean? What is it? So once we know um, the meaning of intention and how it works and how it functions, then we can better use it for our benefit. Mm,
Drop
don't
the
you think?
mic. Repeat that again.
Don't you think so?
I, I think so. And I think in a busy world as we live in today, we forget. We actually do forget to set intentions or focus
Mhm.
what it is, you know, how we intend to do something or, you know, put it all into perspective and even meditating on it, reflecting on it.
Mhm. Yeah.
People don't have time. We're just all rushing. I say people in general, we're all rushing to the next shiny object. I say,
Right. Right. Yeah. We are. We're so focused on the distraction that we lose, sight of where we need to go. What are the goals that we have? So if you have a goal, mm, here we go. I'm going to give some some let's see some ways to see if your intentions are set, and if you really know what it means, how it functions, and um, how it actually impacts your life and your, where you intend to go. So setting goals is good, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's important. You need to set a goal to know where you're going,
Hmm.
to think about the outcome you want.
Okay.
And some people function by setting goals. That's all they do is like they can't actually function unless they set goals. And
Hmm.
that's okay. Then there are other people that don't follow that. They're just like the spur of the moment. They set goals as they go. Is
Okay.
there a right or wrong? It's
Yeah.
for another discussion. But yeah, just talking about goals there.
Yeah. So, is there a difference between intention and goal?
Absolutely.
Oh, there
Well,
we go.
I think so.
Okay.
That's my
Well,
belief. I
do
mean,
tell. Do say. Tell me, why do you think that goals are different from intentions?
well, the goal is the outcome, the end result that you desire. The
Hmm.
intent is what you put into it to get you to that goal. Your intention, what are you focusing on to get to that goal? You need both to make it both. Well, you need intentions to be able to achieve your goals, I believe. But yeah, that's the difference. One is the outcome, and the other one is the how you go about it, the what you're setting, what you're reflecting on, your consciousness, your goes on in here.
Okay. 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 All right. Let me. Let me try to. Let me try to kind of. Oh, good evening. Good evening, Anitra. Hello, Nina. Good evening. And we will get to your comment, Vito. I promise. I promise.
Good evening.
Um, yeah, and Nina as well. Yes, good evening. So, goal is sort of okay. It's almost like I'm going to use the analogy of sports. The analogy of sports is that the goal is to win. Okay. So, what they'll do, just like with what do you guys call it? Rugby?
Football, like your
Football?
football.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's our soccer. Football is
right,
totally different. Yeah.
right, right.
Um, so their goal is to take that ball, to kick that ball into the goal. That's why it's called a goal. So that's where the goal. That's the definition of goal. However, when you have intention, it's totally different. Yes, I want to win, but how am I going to win? When you set your intentions, that's why it's so hard to have an intention and don't know what it means and how it works, and then try to make it work for you, and all you know is goal setting or resolution. But if you're not introduced to intention, then it's easily a failure. It could be easily not met. It could be easily be a quick. There's this movie that I love with Disney, and it's called Up. They have this dog where he's talking, and then he says squirrel. He gets easily distracted. Yeah, you get easily distracted. But with intentions, You see the distraction, you know it's there, you know what's happening, you know what's going on, but you still have that intensity to continue, that pursuance, that drive, that that it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. You know, what do
It's
you
that,
think?
yeah, it's that focus. It's that unshakable determination that one
Mm-hmm.
has to achieve that goal, to get to the finish line.
Yeah.
And it is important. And I must say, I never really used intentions like that, in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I always been a little bit more off with the fairies and living the moment, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the artistic qualities in me, until I started learning more about, the mind and the conscious mind, the subconscious, the intention, the goal setting, the vibration, the energy we emanate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that all comes into also the intention, because when you may have an intention, but if you're not vibrating at that energy, it doesn't matter how many intentions you have. um,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be difficult to get to that outcome,
Yeah.
because they all have to be in alignment.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. So, there's a lot of, intentions out there. I intended to do that. I intended. No, you didn't. No. Oh, I intended. No, you didn't, because you didn't do it. So we have to understand the word. You have to understand what it means, what it does, how it functions, and not get so distracted when some things come in, when opposition comes in. Let's face it, when you make a decision and you have this focus, like what you said, this intense focus, and your intention, you intend to do this, all of a sudden, here comes problem, here comes issue, here comes this drama, here comes that drama, here comes this issue coming along. And so, what that tells you, the outside, what that tells you is that, oh, you are on to something, because it's fighting against you. It's fighting against you. And because it's the reason why it's fighting against you, because once you get to where you intend to be, can you imagine the impact that you would have on so many lives of other people? Can you imagine?
well, we just have to set the intention to imagine, won't we?
Yes, because here, I remember. I remember I was stuck in traffic. I was coming from Ohio, coming down to Tennessee, and I was like, oh man, I wanted to get off of that that exit so that I can bypass all of this traffic. But then my GPS came on and said, you are still on the fastest route. Oh,
Am I?
so even though we were at a standstill, my GPS said you are still on the fastest route. So that it reminded me, oh, yes, it does tell me, why don't you go this way? It'll save you 3 minutes. Why don't you take this exit? It'll save you whatever, how many ever minutes. But sometimes when we're stuck in traffic or stuck
In
in
life.
our in life, in whatever we get so antsy and we want to go off, we want to veer off, we want to This is not for me. This is, you know, okay, so what was your intention in the beginning? What have you intended to do? Then that voice will say, it's okay. You're still on the fastest route. Don't worry. You'll get there. And that's all you need is that assurance that you're still on that fastest route, even though you're at a standstill.
Yeah. It's a bit like when you're at the supermarket and you're on one lane and then you think, oh, that lane looks like it's moving faster. So let me jump over on that lane. And
And then you wind up getting stuck there.
you get stuck there because the person that was in front of you then all of a sudden has to do an exchange or has the wrong product, then has to go back to the aisle to get it. And you think, oh my God, that's not what I just saw, So exactly. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Vito's in Ohio. We used to live there. We moved from Ohio. Yeah. Yeah. We moved from Ohio. We're now in Tennessee. Yeah. So what um let me take a look at what are the things that I wrote here. What, if any, does intention contribute to resilience or setbacks? Does it contribute?
Well, that's an interesting question, isn't it? You got to really,
Mm-hmm.
in what way are we talking about contribution? How does it contribute? In
Yeah.
in
Intentions.
yeah, in a positive way,
Positive, negative, because look, there is no such thing as one way.
right?
There's you'll never see a one-sided coin. It's always two-sided.
Correct.
You never see a one-sided hand. There's always the backhand and the palm. So that means there's positive and negative.
Correct. And that's where I'm thinking there are positives and there are negatives
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
contributions.
Mm-hmm.
However, how do we react? Because we're going to act fine to the positive
Mm-hmm.
outcomes or
Mm-hmm.
resolutions, right? But we often don't react so comfortably to the negative
Mm-hmm.
resolutions. However, if we still look at those outcomes and not focus on the negative so much, but say, okay, what did I learn from it? How can I
Mm-hmm.
do it different? How can I use this as feedback
Mm-hmm.
rather than, again, getting stuck on the fact that it's negative and you didn't achieve your goal? You didn't, yeah, you didn't get to where you wanted to be. So, yeah, you can turn that around and say, well, hey, I can look at this as positive as well. I didn't get
Mm-hmm.
to where I wanted to go, how in the way that I intended. However, I did learn this that I didn't know before.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can take that and reinvest it in the next project that we do, or how
Mm-hmm.
we go about navigating the next intention. Because
Mm-hmm.
the outcome, or however it turns out, whether it's negative or positive, it's always a reflection of what's been going on inside us.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because
it does. Yeah.
we're creating it. We are the creators, whether it's a good outcome or not a good outcome, it's still what's been going on. So it gives us the opportunity to ask us, well, how was I feeling at the time? What was I really thinking at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes deep. And if we can do that and spend the time to reflect, the answers will come. The answers will come as to how we can do things differently next time. Yeah.
Okay, let me let me help a little bit on that. So when we have intentions, and Vito says he's seen firsthand how intentions foster resilience. And here's a good example. And if you can give us a good example, Vito, that would be great. Um, Here's a good example. In the in the world of relationship, we have intentions to have a good relationship, right? We have that intention. Our intention is to be able to have, good communication, understanding. Um, what else? I'm trying to use some words that, or some feelings that we have in the beginning, and then when we get into the relationship, it wasn't what we intended. So we're thinking that this is going to be, oh, the fairy tale, you know, happily ever after kind of thing. But then things happen, attitudes come in, some, some words are exchanged. And that was not intended in the beginning. The intention was to live in harmony, to live, in, happily ever after. But there's no such thing. So while it's happening, while you're being yelled at, you're already learning right then and there. Oh, I must have did something. What is that something? Oh, now I need to be intentional and listen to what is being said. Now, if the words are coming hurtful, then I'm going to learn, oh, those words hurt me. So, how can I build resilience from that? So, we're already learning right then and there. We're learning how we are, how we react, how we respond, how we either um, uh, stand, fight, freeze, flight, or give in, which is fawning. We learn. And that's when your intention needs to come back up. It needs to be in the forefront. What was the intended goal? What was the intended, in the beginning? What was your intention in the beginning? Because we get so distracted in our hurt feelings, we get distracted in rejection, we get distracted in, well, they didn't show up. We get distracted in, they don't understand me. We get distracted in, oh, nobody supports me. Your intention was for you to get there. Not everybody to get along with you, not everybody to support you, not everybody to, be nice to you. You intended to be in a certain state, in a certain area, in a certain part of your life, whatever it may be, by yourself. That's why one of the questions is intention. What role does intention play in fostering self-awareness and mindfulness? So we're being taught right then and there. We just learn a lot slower.
Well, I think also it's not being broken down
Right.
like the way, you're breaking it down or the way we're discussing it like this. I mean, who really talks about intentions? I mean, do you have a subject at school about intentions?
No,
No.
not at
Does
all.
do we sit down and discuss with our children what an intention really is and the impact
Hmm.
of intention, we just say, "Well, what's your intention?"
Hmm.
That word in itself can mean anything.
It can. It can. You know, that is the one phrase that all fathers, American fathers,
Mm.
is known for. What are your intentions with my daughter? You
And
see how it's.
I don't think it's just American. I think it's worldwide.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Yeah. So that's the phrase. What
Mm.
are your intentions with my daughter? Because I need to know. You know. So that's a father's love trying to protect
Mm.
his daughter
Well,
because. Go ahead.
I was going to make a little joke there.
Oh, go
That
ahead, please do, because we need to laugh a little bit.
yeah, I think that's like when did that end? In 19 I don't know.
1950.
I was
Because in the 60s it was,
flower
make love,
power,
not
freedom.
war, not
That's
war.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Make love, not war.
That's so I mean, that isn't even unheard of, I think nowadays. Like a father may be thinking about what are his intentions, but he probably wouldn't even dare ask, "What are your intentions with my daughter?"
Oh, trust and believe Jeff will ask that question.
Yeah. Well, he's not every man, and there's far from between.
And I will ask that question. Oh, the
Mhm.
Free Real Talk podcast. All right. Hello.
Hello, Jay. How are you, Jay? This is Jay Stone from all
Awesome.
the way
Awesome.
in I forgot, Jay. Where are you from again? In the States.
Is it Florida, I believe?
Is it Florida?
Maybe.
No, no,
Maybe.
no, no, no.
No?
But
Okay.
anyway, he's gonna tell us. You're gonna tell us,
Oh,
Jay.
awesome. Awesome. Tell us where you're from. Yeah, so
Oh,
so yeah, these are what needs to be in the forefront, especially with dating, especially with dating. So when Mississippi, is it Mississippi?
I believe
US? Oh, okay. So especially with dating, tell me right away what your intentions are. If it's just to scratch my back, well then, if I'm intending that too, well then let's go make some intentions. Yeah, but
but it's
if the in
interesting sorry, it's interesting you say that, Danette. I just wanna stop there for a second with
Mhm.
relationships.
Yeah,
A lot of people do go into a relationship without any intentions or
no,
without even asking that other person what their intentions in general. It doesn't even have to be about that relationship because usually if you're asking in life even,
hmm
what are your
hmm
intentions in your future intentions or you're going to get an indication of where that person's going, what
yeah,
direction,
yeah,
passion, what drive, what
yeah,
stamina, what focus they have, right?
right, right, yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have to go for the killer question straight away. You can kind of like, it's like, yeah, you don't have to kill the conversation by getting
Well, I'm very
like an
direct.
investigator.
Well, okay. So I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always like this, but because of my intentions, and I was uh, um, met with um, a lot of contentions, and it builds some resilience in me.
Mhm.
It builds some, it made me aware, become more mindful, and so here's um, the the thing about relationship. When I have had so many heartaches, so many failed relationship, then I should lay out my intentions, because obviously It wasn't what took place in these other relationships. So when I met Jeff, I laid it out. And about marriage, even though I'm married now, as you can see, I told him this is me. I'm not about marriage, and if we're gonna be friends, we're gonna be friends. There's none of that. If you want to, if I get to the point of, I need you to scratch my my itch, I'm game. But don't think anything more than what it is. 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops, done. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't put any kind of, whatever spin you want to. It was just an act. That was it. And he thought I was just, he was like, who is this woman? I'm just direct. I will tell you my intentions. I will tell you my intentions are always good for you, for anyone. Now, if you start to take my good intentions and start to take advantage of it, well, then I will tell you my intentions. I will no longer be. I will tell you. I will definitely tell you. I'm a supporter. I'm this, I'm that. But as soon as you start to, mm-mm, no. Because I think that's where we lack. We lack communication. Communication is so vital with everything. Everything. It doesn't have to be a relationship. When I was talking to Kazaya, because I always talk to Kazaya because she. I told her the most important thing is communication. However, 80% is nonverbal, 20% is verbal. So, with that 20% that is actual verbal, 3 minutes is what people hear, unless it's interesting to them. So, there's an art in communication, even in body language, even when you're talking. Somebody knows when they're into you. You can tell within 3 seconds if they're into you. You can tell in 3 seconds if they're giving you BS. You could tell. Why? Body language. 80% body language of nonverbal communication will always tell on somebody. Always. But if you're a good orator, if you're a good BSer, you can make the body language disappear. Oh. So now, how do you try to find out? How do you figure out? Oh, now we go into intention. That's how you differentiate. Oh, okay. Uh huh. Okay. I can play that game too. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good at that. We can play this back and forth, but eventually your intentions will show. It will always show.
Always. And let's not forget,
Always.
yeah, you talk about body language, which is physical, visual.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, there's tonality, and there's also what we call energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we tap into that energy, and it's that gut feeling that we have. And usually it's
Yes.
within those first 3 seconds that we get the initial gut feeling of yay or nay.
Yes. Or
It's usually, you know, more towards the nay because you're questioning it. You're putting a question
Mm-hmm.
start. you know, investigating. You start doing, okay. And if you're good with words in comebacks, you'll also be good at asking the right questions
Yes.
to, I was going to say like trip them up, but it's a bit like cross-examining, isn't it? It's when
It is. It is.
investigated or
Yeah.
in the law of court, you're cross-examined.
We should do a show. I should teach the techniques of investigators, what we listen for.
Yeah, because
What we what
they're
we
really
what
important.
we listen for.
Yeah, a lot of people don't listen.
Hmm.
They're hearing, but they're not listening. And how many times I've caught myself do this where I'm listening. Well, I thought I was listening, but I was actually off in a tangent in my own mind.
Mm. Yeah.
That that's also hypnosis. We take ourselves down a hypnotic journey all on
Mm.
our own. And I went, oh my God, I can't even believe I went off track. I was meant to listen to that. How
Right. Yeah.
many times have we
Yeah.
done that? We've all done it. I've done it plenty of times. I'll admit to it. So,
Yeah.
yes, listening,
Yeah.
asking the right questions.
So if you take, I hope it can do this in the camera. So listen is an anagram. Does it? Oh, dang it. It's backwards. It's backwards, right? Yeah. Listen. Oh, yeah.
I can't see it very well. It's not very clear. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's backwards.
Yeah. But you know what it means. I mean, you see it. It's listen. With using the same words, and I hope that this kind of helps others. When you listen, you should be silent. It's the same word letters as listen. You
Mhm.
just
Backward.
rearrange the words
Mhm.
and it goes to silent. So when you're silent, when you're listening, you should be silent. Not talking in here, because that's what we do. We're waiting for the other person to shut up so that we can say what we say. What we already formulated in our head or in our mind. That's why we don't listen, we don't hear everything. And I think that's what Vito had put on here, the conversation, and you've said it several times, Stefania. It gets generalized, disordered, or deleted. Why? Because you're not listening intently. You're not intentionally listening because you're talking in here and you should be silent in here and trying to get the words. Why did you use those words? The choice of words is very important. Very important. Well, I kind of like it. Hold up. Either you like it or you kinda like it. No, I like it. No, you said first. You kinda tell me what's going on. Tell me what you didn't like. So now when you're starting to ask questions, because that kinda, I kinda like it, tells you there is something there that they didn't like. So now the question would be, okay, tell me what you didn't like. And then they'll start to tell you. Or, well, tell me more. What do you say kinda like? And see their answer. Well, no, I don't know. So tell me. These are word choices that we have when we are, when we are trying to be nice in what we're trying to say. The intentions are being lost. Tension is lost because we don't know what to say anymore. So we start rambling.
And then we're done.
We're done. Yeah.
Game over.
I never knew that. I'm serious. The Charlie Brown. It's a cartoon. Charlie Brown. When they're in class in this in school, and their teacher is talking, and all you hear is wah 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 wah. There's, it's not. It's so true when you don't listen to people. That's all you hear is wah 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 wah. It's all you hear. And then you're like, what did you say? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? Yeah, it's so true. But when you intentionally listen, so what are your intentions? Your intentions is there to ignore distractions, no matter what it is. Whether it's your intention to be a, you know, um, a men's coach, to try to have them see that their issue, you have a solution. You have a solution. So your intention is now to show them all of these other distraction. You need to focus. You need to have an intention. What is your intention? And that's putting them in on that path. And sometimes they will feel stuck and you'll say, nope, you're still on the fastest route. Just hold on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, because we're so, um, what's the word? We're instant gratification, instant results, instant,
Hmm.
everything is instant.
Yeah.
We want it
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. That's so sad.
It
That is
is.
so sad. Because, we say trust the process. This is what we say. We trust the process, trust the process. No, we don't. We don't trust the process because we don't have the patience to trust the process. We want it instantly. You know, um, in in Japan, I believe it's in Japan, and I believe it's in South Korea. I believe where they have this avatar that you can create to be your girlfriend.
Are you serious? I was laughing. I said that the other day. I said to someone, they'll come out with an AI girlfriend.
Oh no, it's already out there. It's
So how
already out. Yeah,
does it work?
yeah.
This
Um, so what
artificial.
it'll the AI itself, it's almost like it's like a Game Boy, like the game consoles that you can play. It's the same thing. You have to feed it. You have to take it out. Yeah, you have to take it out. You have to take it out because it has a GPS built in.
Wow.
So you have to take it out on a date. You have to kind of rub your hands or fingers on the screen so that you're touching, giving love to the yeah, and the AI will adjust and adapt to you and how you because it also has the capability to get your vitals because you're touching it. So it has the ability to get your vitals. So when the AI says something that makes you have the reaction of it
Uh,
keeps it. It keeps it. And when it has the ability to, your vitals become like low, like you're getting upset, then the AI will adjust and say, "Oh, I sorry, gomenasai." I even saw the video. I mean, I saw the documentary about it. Yeah, there's a documentary. There's a documentary about it.
now, and I've just put up what Vito's saying. That's pretty sick. He said, "Oh no,
Um,
that's really weird stuff."
yeah,
Now,
to us it is, but to them it's like,
so obviously people are entertaining that, like they're gearing themselves up to purchase this AI tool or whatever it is,
mhm.
or create their girlfriend as an avatar. But who are they?
Yeah. So
Like,
you have to look at the intention. What is the
right,
intention? What is
exactly.
the individual's intention? So when I was watching this documentary, um, that was my first reaction. I was like, these people are cuckoo. But the more I watched the documentary, his friends even were saying, well, what about me? There was a female in front of him. And so, what about me? Would you want to date me? And the guy said, if I ask you right now, would you go on a date with me? Be honest. And she said, well, no. That's why. Blew my mind. I was like, oh my. The intention is not to get rejection. The intention is to feed the individual with everything that is lovely, everything that is good, everything that makes the person, feel like they're, but this is a computer that is telling you that. So you have no ability of resilience.
Correct.
You have no ability of self awareness. You have no ability of mindfulness. So these are the things that are lacking when you need to find out what your intentions are. Do you want everything to be given to you lovely?
Mm. Now, let me ask a question.
No, go ahead.
The people, I say the people or the organization that has created this, what do we call it? An avatar on a
Avatar.
computer in AI. Let's have a look at their intention. What was their intention to create this
To keep you
for,
engaged.
well, a bit more than that,
Yeah.
to keep you like a mushroom.
Yes.
You know what a
Yeah.
mushroom is? You know what we do to you know we grow mushrooms? They're kept in the dark
hmm
and they're fed BS.
Yeah.
That's how a mushroom grows.
Oh wow. Oh
And that
my.
and that's what they're doing to those that are not aware or awake. They
hmm
are a typical mushroom.
Mm. Vito says, yeah, it's far worse than that.
So,
Yes.
yes, going back to intentions, it all goes back to intentions. It
hmm
all goes back to that very point of whether you're conscious or unconscious of it.
hmm
Because some people are setting intentions unconsciously because they're
Right.
coming straight from the unconscious mind. They're
Right.
coming from the subconscious,
hmm
which it was planted there some time ago. You're just not
hmm
conscious of it.
Yeah.
So they all are coming from some consciousness. So I think this is a really good topic to make us think a little bit more in our intents, our our actions, and
Mm-hmm.
our like we're talking about the resilience. If people don't have resilience, or that's not stretched and grown, and what you're afraid to be rejected. Well,
Mm-hmm.
of course, we're all afraid to be rejected, but don't we grow from rejection?
Yes, it makes you stronger. It
Correct.
does. Yeah.
So these, you know, people that have intended and created these AIs, they know exactly what they're doing.
They know exactly what they're doing.
They
Yeah.
know exactly, they have a very clear intent and a very clear strategy how to, execute.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to shift it. I'm going to shift it. Because, we can easily judge those that have the girlfriend AI. Can easily judge that. Oh, this is sicko. This is, oh gosh, yeah. Um, how about this? You have a podcast, you have a show, you
Mhm.
have a YouTube, you have a Facebook, you have a coaching, you have all of these things. You guys have Instagram. What else? What else do they have out there? Twitter or X. It's no
TikTok,
longer it's no longer called Twitter. It's now X.
is it? Oh,
Um, yeah, TikTok. What's the other one? What's the new one?
Snapchat,
Oh, Club.
Clubhouse.
Yes, Clubhouse, Snapchat, all of that. WhatsApp. What is your real intention? Is your intention to really give out some information? Or do you quit because there's no likes or views?
Well, if you're not getting all the likes, it's because you're not silly enough. You're not.
No, what is your intention? If your intention is, oh, I got a message and I need to give it out, and you do give it out,
Mhm.
but yet you're so what is your real intention? If your real intention is to give out a message, if your real intention is to help people, whoever may stumble upon your video, and just because they don't like it or they don't love it or they don't heart it or they don't make a comment or they don't they don't forward it, they don't share it, they don't do all this, all you see is just little views,
Or they bash it. Let's not forget that.
or they bash you. That's some intention still. What is your real intention? If I can just help one person, well, there's one like. Nobody's watching my video. Well, hold up. You're contradicting yourself. If I can only help one person, I want to help. I want to help. If I could just only want to help one person, that's all I need. And then you get upset because you don't get the 50K view, okay, let me go down a little bit. The 5K view, the 10K view, the whatever views. So, really, the truth is, yes, people get caught up in numbers. They do. They do. Your intention shows, like what you said, Stefania, and we talked about this. Everything is energy. Everything. Even this little box that we're looking through is energy. How? Because when you're watching TV or when you're watching a movie and there's a scene in that movie that makes you cry, how? It's just a box. How did it make you cry? Because of the energy. How did it make you laugh? Because of the energy it was emitting. Why do you get so mad? Oh my God, I can't stand Sandra. She's here again. You're talking about the soap operas. You know, I just can't stand her. How? Why does she make you so angry? Why does he make you so angry? Why do the villains make you so angry? Because they're emitting energy and it's going through the airways, it's going through that box, it's going through, and you get it. The same thing with intentions. This little box, people know when you really intend to just give nuggets and information and to be a help. Nonverbal, 80%,
Mm.
20% words. It can be, you watch it. It took me a long time. I didn't know if you know the movie The Matrix.
Yes.
Okay. So, Morpheus. You know Morpheus. It took me a while to watch any of his movies because he played Ike so good that it was so believable to me that he was a bad human being. What's love got to do with it? He played that role so good. Oh my gosh. Any movie of Lawrence Fishburne? No. No. Yeah, no, I am not gonna watch his movie. No. 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 But then when he was Morpheus in the Matrix, I was like, oh dang. Now I'm in a conundrum. Now I'm in a I like Keanu Reeves. Oh, but Lawrence Fishburne is in it. Yeah, it took me a while. Because why? His energy, whatever he emitted in that role, affected me. So much so that I did not patronize any of his other movies until The Matrix. Can you imagine how many people you affect and they do the same thing? Oh, Stefania's going to be there? No. Oh, Zanetta? Gosh, no. She, she, she doesn't know how to be nice.
No, you're
She could have
right.
said things better. Yeah. And it's
Mhm.
just, they just caught you on a bad day.
Mhm.
They just caught you on a bad day. Oh, mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah. So when you have your intentions, it shows no matter what. Well, this is just a box. No, no, no. Everything is energy. Everything. Yeah.
And that's why I think too, it's very important to be aware of where your energy is and your intentions, or your intent, because it can affect, it can definitely jeopardize your outcome,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
interactions. And, sometimes you say, you know what, now's not the right time to speak to this person.
Right.
Listen to that, because you may have the right intent, but if your
Mm-hmm.
energy is not in alignment with it, you are
Exactly.
coming out all wrong. And that's when you get that result like, Oh my God.
Hmm.
I don't want to talk just, Zanetta anymore. She just came across too spicy.
Spicy. I like that. I like that. I really like that. I really like. I really like being called spicy. Yeah, I had a reputation. I had a reputation when back in the day when everybody went to work in the office.
Mhm. Mm.
um, yeah, if you, if, don't ask Zanetta because she will tell you the truth. What about that? Sounds wrong. So if your intention is for me to lie to you, tell me because I lie to you. Please lie to me. Okay,
Mhm.
you are wonderful. Yeah. So how is it that you're going to say, "Oh, don't ask Zanetta because she'll tell you the truth"? So you mean to tell me you don't want to hear the truth? Okay.
Mm.
But see, it's my truth. You're asking my opinion, you're asking my perception, and you're asking my um yeah, my opinion. Yeah. That's what you're asking. You're asking me my opinion, my perception, and how I view things, how I perceive things.
Mm.
So, and if you don't like how I view things, see things, my opinion, then don't ask me.
Simple, isn't it?
Yeah, don't. And Nina says you come real and raw.
Well, really, do you want the real? Because it comes with the raw. It's only raw because it's something that you don't want to hear, right? So it sounds we describe it as raw. Me, I love it. I say, tell me. I want to know. How many times do I ask you questions?
Yeah.
You just like, and you go silent. I really don't want to hear that. And I do want to hear it. Tell me. Like, that's what I say to you, right?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
But not
Yes, you
everybody's
do.
like that because for me, I learn from it. I grow from it. I dissect it. I break it down in my terms as well. And if I don't
Yeah.
understand, I just
Well,
ask.
because you know my intention. My intention is pure. When you ask me, what do you think about this? And I tell you what I really think about it. And because my intention is for you to be better, to get better. That
Correct.
is my intention. My intention is for you to flourish. I'm not going to say anything that, will damage you, tear you down. No, this is something, like what we were talking about, the other day, the seed. The seed is in dirt. It's in dirt. It's surrounded in dirt. It's packed in dirt. And you mean to tell me that seed was able to break away, and then that plant started to grow and against all, against gravity, it
Mm-hmm.
grows up and then turns into a tree? Yeah, that's my intention. My intention is, yeah, you need this. You need this fertilizer.
Now, what about you have someone that says, but my intention is this, but their delivery to
Oh,
you,
their speech betrays them.
there's what? Speech?
Yes. Communication, communication, communication.
Communication.
Their
That's right.
speech betrays them.
Right. Exactly.
I can
Exactly.
say my intentions are good, but my words are going to betray me.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And your energy behind those words, the
Will
tonality behind those words.
will betray you at each and
Correct.
every time.
Because we are energy beings, we will feel it. They will
Yeah.
feel it. We
Hmm.
everybody this is why we're so connected. We're all connected.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hmm.
Yeah.
Very interesting, isn't it? How the
Yes. But like the ones that say, "Well, I didn't intend." Yes, you did.
what
If you
did
didn't,
you
you wouldn't.
what did you intend?
Right. If you didn't intend, you wouldn't have done it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, they say, don't they say, you do what you think and you think what you say, or you think
Yep.
what you do.
Yeah.
You say what you think and you say what you do. Something
Exactly. Yeah.
all follows through.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Wow.
Oh, hey, Wayne, the Artful Dodger.
Hello, Wayne. Welcome,
Hello.
welcome.
Hello, Wayne. Welcome.
Well, this has been very interesting, Zanetta.
Yeah. We've been talking for over an hour.
Where did the time go? Was that your intention?
No,
Oh, no, I
my
didn't mean to.
my intention was to stop when we stop.
There you
I'm
go.
not governed by, oh, we're going to talk an hour. No. If
Mhm.
we go over, we go over because the content and the conversation with you is more valuable to me than the set time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So we ask our audience,
Hmm.
do are they conscious of their intentions?
Hmm.
Have they ever been conscious of their intentions? And have they learnt something as to how to set intentions today? Be being more mindful,
Hmm.
more present,
Yeah.
listening with silence, right?
Yeah.
It's just it's yeah, it's very interesting. And the whole conversation about the AI avatar girlfriend or boyfriend. Is it
Hmm.
just girlfriend or boyfriend as well?
The only ones that they shown on the documentary
Mm.
was male having an avatar girlfriend.
Right. So going
Hmm.
back to that, I'm just curious, what would happen when it comes to actual sexual,
Oh, they
sexual,
have that. They have that.
they have that?
Hmm.
Okay. You're not saying much. I'm just eager.
You should watch the documentary.
I want to watch the documentary.
Yeah, but there is a life size, should I say? There's a life size that can mimic your game AI, your avatar, to the life size AI to fulfill whatever needs you want.
Wow.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
that is something else.
Yeah. So there's a higher payment, of course.
Of course.
Of
It's
course.
Oh my. Soon they'll be having dating venues for AI.
You'd be amazed as to what Japan has. You'd be amazed. Because when we were there in 2000, they were already having robots walking. That was not known to the US. It wasn't, prevalent here. So yeah, Google Google Hotels, and this is what you do: Google hotels in Japan with robots.
No.
They
What?
have the robots in the airports now. You didn't know that? Yeah, there's robots in the airport where you order. You'll go to this little kiosk. You'll order, and then the robot will come and get your order to you. Yeah, it'll come right to you.
That's crazy.
People need to wake up.
Yeah.
Oh, why would you feel like that?
I feel, what did he write? I feel like I was dumped by Stefania. I didn't realize we were going out, Wayne.
See that's where the intentions come in, huh? Ooh, he had different intentions. I'm not a robot.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, that's, I would like to have a look at that documentary.
Hmm.
Um,
And
yeah.
yeah, it's just not that. There's also where these individuals actually think that they need to be connected, so they have inserted chips and things like that so that they can feel connected to the electronic, however it is. So yes, there's this guy who has a chip in his hand, in his arm,
Mm,
where for him to open his door, swipe;
right.
for him to open his car, swipe; turn on TV, turn on lights, his computer, everything is. So because he feels like he needs to feel connected to the computer or to technology. Heaven forbid. Yeah. So yeah, that documentary is it's interesting as
Mm,
to what kind of people are out there in terms of technology.
mm. And then when technology stops for whatever reason, it's just,
Oh, it's not gonna, yeah, it's not gonna stop. It's gonna keep on getting worse and worse.
oh yeah,
There's
but it,
one that has a false eye,
mm,
and now he has put a camera in that false eye. So I'm like, oh no, you're not gonna record me. I'm gonna memorize your face, and when I see you,
but by then they'll probably have a whole heap, couple of
yeah.
million of people with cameras in their eyes.
I mean, they already have the contacts. Yeah, they already have a contacts that do that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, very, very interesting. I just, believe we, as conscious beings, have to be conscious of just keep putting the information out there, making
Yeah.
people aware. Um, so therefore, you don't drown in all this because it's what's happening. They're trying to drown
Hmm.
the rest of the truth.
Yeah.
The truth.
Yep. That is so true. Yeah. And we need to be, yeah, mindful, aware, and yeah, know your intention,
Mm.
Wayne.
Yes. Everybody, know your intention.
Hmm.
Your intentions. Well, excellent. This was a very interesting conversation,
Yeah.
considering you, Zanetta, put it together
No, we did. We put it together. You helped me out.
so quickly. so quickly. So next week, we don't know what we're going to talk about
Right.
yet,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we have the intention that it's
Yeah.
going to be an awesome topic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So I'm going to use this as a quick example of the investigator in me, and I'll just teach just a little bit, just a quick. Sorry, Vito.
You know what? Poor Vito. He's
Sorry, Vito.
that just put a date.
Sorry.
Don't worry, but it's good to know, Vito, right? It's good to know.
Yeah.
Don't get
So except
caught
for
into
the robot stuff. Yeah.
yeah, because you
So sorry. He said he enjoyed most of it. Yeah. Most. So most. I was gonna ask, what was part of it that you didn't enjoy? Because it's
the
most.
robot stuff.
But yeah, the
Right.
robot stuff. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. But it's knowledge that you now have and you are now aware. And yeah, it's out there. Sometimes we think that we're not in that age, in that era. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. US and other countries are just lagging behind, not
Mm,
because of we don't have the capability of that technology, it's because of ethics,
mm,
human rights, human ethics, human. Yeah, that's the only reason why. We
mhm.
have the capability. We do. We just don't have it here. Not that kind, but we have other kind, other technology that you would not believe we already have. When I am talking to someone online, do I need to explain initially I'm not a robot? You already do that. You already do that when you sign in. It'll ask you, check this, yeah, just to make sure that you're not a robot. You already do that, doing that, Wayne.
How many buses do you see in each picture?
Right.
And you tick
Yeah.
all the pictures that you see a bus and say, "I'm not a robot."
Yeah. Yeah. You've already.
Or the bots,
You,
when you question
yeah.
and say, "Oh, well, I'm just a bot." That question, um,
Well, bot is short for robot.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's short for robot. That's all it is. So yeah, they just too late, Wayne. You've already explained yourself. You have to explain yourself that you're not a robot, especially when you're logging on to your banking.
Yeah. This proves, he wrote, what Vito wrote, that proves you're not a love robot.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Mm. Imagine you start dating and you say, "Are you AI?" Who wrote that? Wayne.
Wayne. Well, I'm gonna tell you, because you said ladies, that includes me. I don't date because I'm married. I date my husband, and he's not a robot. No, and no. If I was single, no.
No. No. Anyway, that's another topic we can talk about.
Oh no, we're not. No, we're not.
I would ask if what it came down at it. I would ask if she's a man.
No, that's a touchy subject for me because I am a equal employment opportunity investigator, and There's supposed to be equality, so I cannot comment on that.
Mm.
I have my opinion, but I'm not going to give it.
So that's answered that question.
Mhm. Right.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. Well, we'll wrap things up. It's been
Yes.
great chatting to everybody.
Yes, yes.
Great, great for all the feedback and comments from Vito, Wayne, Nina,
Hmm.
and Jay, who popped in a little bit. Not sure if he's still
Yeah.
listening. And anyone else. And for those that are watching but not commenting, we love you too,
Yeah, and Anitra, she also popped in.
Anitra.
Yeah. Yeah. And for those that are going to watch on the replay, yeah, thank you. We appreciate you.
Yes. And we shall see you
On
next
the
week
flip side.
on the other side.
On the flip side.
On the flip side. On the flip side.
Yeah, next
And,
week.
next week.
Hmm.
Is it
Yeah.
a public holiday there or something? No?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. No. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Until next time,
Yes. We send you love and
and
peace.
passion.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.